This is the perfect thing to be listening to right when I'm coming to hang out with Eddie Bravo.
Oh, no.
There's a website called futureoffakenews.com where they show this new technology on display. Well, you know how Adobe does Photoshop, and so they can adjust images? They can take 20 to 40 minutes. They can do it with 20. They prefer to do it with 40. 40 minutes of recorded audio of you talking. Then they run it through this machine, and they can have you say words you've never said. They can have you make sounds that you've never made in those sentences.
That's
so like you can have a sentence that have a sentence that says like, "Hey Joe, you want to get something to eat after the podcast?" And they can intersect. "Hey Joe, I got a bunch of transgender hookers and some heroin. You want to get something to eat and go hang out with them after the podcast?" And it would sound exactly like what you said. Yeah. It'll sound exactly like your own words.
But I'm sure there's going to be experts that can analyze it and go, this is a fraud.
For now.
Yeah.
What they're essentially saying is this is the infancy of it.
You'd have to get like experts to analyze the audio.
You can see it right there. They synthesized Barack Obama's audio, and they have him say things that he never said. They have him and George Bush going back and forth telling jokes to each other that they never told.
Dude, can we hear this?
Yeah.
Right now?
Can we...
thing you're talking about?
Yeah.
I gotta find that.
Okay, see if you can find that. It might be on their website. It doesn't sound good when they're doing that, but it's in its infancy. But it sounds like them talking.
Yeah.
It sounds a little edited.
Yeah.
You know, it's not flowing together right. But apparently they're able to break down faces to the point where, they were saying that like if Jennifer Aniston goes to China and she does a commercial for something, what they can do is have Jennifer Aniston talk for a period of time, and they figure out how her voice moves, and they take all these images of her face, and they can manipulate it so accurately. They can have someone speak in Mandarin Chinese with all the different sounds they make, and they could sync up her lips and her movement and the movement of her face to what it would look like if she was making those actual sounds, which is just amazing. So then they can have a voice like a Mandarin-speaking woman who could speak in Chinese, and you would see the exact correct movements from Jennifer Aniston's mouth. So it wouldn't like, you know how you watch like a
that
American
kind of looks
movie,
fake, though.
Right?
But yeah,
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Because our parties have moved further and further apart, and it's harder and harder to find common ground. So, when I said in 2004 that there were no red states or blue states, they're the United States of America, I was wrong.
So you could tell by the lips in that one.
Yeah.
If you looked at his lips, it looked funky.
It's not that good.
But that's just now. Like, what's it going to be like in a year? What's it going to be like in 5 years? And
So
this is what they're saying is that what we're looking at now is the future of fake news. They're going to be able to recreate people saying things that they never said, and it's going to be impossible for you to tell the difference.
So how can that be used for the Illuminati?
Well, how could it be used for anybody? That's the problem. Anybody can.
Can you see the good in it? Is there good in it? Do you see? Now we can do this.
I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to say what would be good, because you never know what the end result of anything is going to be. When someone creates some sort of a mind-bending, world-changing technology like that,
it only could be for bad because it's a lie. It's basically going to be a lie.
Yeah, but
whatever comes out of their mouth, it's going to be a lie. So there's no way that could be good.
Yeah, but see, what it is the consequences of technologists pushing boundaries. See, the problem is, it's not their intention is not initially to do something bad. That's one of the interesting things about the Radio Lab podcast.
Their intention is probably to make funny things.
Hold on, because the Radio Lab podcast talked to the technologist, and they confronted her with it. And it's very uncomfortable to watch this lady be confronted with the idea, like, what if this is used for evil? Like, what if it's used for fake news? And you could tell that they're not even thinking about that hardly. All they're trying to do is figure out how to do something that nobody else can do. Like, when someone comes up with a technology, if you can come up with some sort of a voice manipulating technology like that, or a visual manipulating technology, you got to realize there's a bunch of other people that are probably closing in on something like that too, and it becomes this mad race to get something done and to make a shit ton of money. If you have something like that, that could be potentially worth, who knows, ungodly sums of money.
I'm just trying to figure out a way you could use that for good.
To go
hard. Is there a way?
The one thing that